old rival of George's, wasn't he?
This is going to be funny because James DeGale, you're going to be George Groves, and you're not like being George. And Richie Woodhall, you'll be Carl Froch. Ricky, tell us how you think this fight will plan out with these two fighters.
Well, Carl's too strong for George, so George can't stand with him. So what he's got to do, he's got to use the ring and use his movement, but he surely can't keep out of the way and keep moving and covering up all that distance.
Where would you place
12
George?
3-minute rounds? Well, if I was George, I would, you know, what I would do, I would be not standing in front, showing him angles and feint. Because when you feint, you react, don't you? And then walk away. That's it. So that buys you a little bit of a time. That buys you a little bit of a breather. Then when Carl Froch does attack you, at full combination, spin off, yeah, and stay there. Don't spin off and fly around the ring, wasting energy. Spin off and stay there. You know, conserve your energy a little bit.
James, you obviously you boxed George. So after the fight, what did you realise? You thought, oh, I missed that bit.
I did a lot of following. I didn't cut off the ring properly at all. So he's got to just. Froch's got to cut. He's got to really cut that ring down. And then once in that circle, he's got to throw threes and fours. If one hits him on his chin, Groves is a goner. But he's got to cut the ring down. Yeah, combination.
You mean cut the ring down?
So Carl's got to follow him. Carl's got to square the ring off, follow him down.
Yeah, and cut it down. Yeah. As soon as he's in that circle, I think if he throws the combos, one hits him on his chin, that's it.
What are the tricks with Groves that surprised you?
What are the tricks?
Because you fought him in the amateurs, you fought him as a pro. What does he do that's different?
Was it speed? Was it length of jab? Was it
he just
movement?
He just come with a game plan. I didn't think he could do it. Really, if I'm being honest, he got in there, and as I say, I just followed him around the ring, and I didn't throw enough punches the first 6 rounds. Adam didn't throw enough punches, and that's where he got his points. And
so, Richie, as Carl Froch, do you think Carl Froch will make the same mistake and underestimate what George Groves can do?
Well, I think Ricky's got a great point with Froch in that he's got to definitely cut the ring space off better instead of following us around. So if George is moving, he's got to just cut the ring space off here. Okay, be economical with his jabs, but just cut the ring space off, basically, rather than just following him around. If he follows him around, which I'd be very surprised if he does that, because you've got to remember, Carl Froch has come up against every style. Very experienced man, so they'll have a game plan of cutting the ring space off.
Would you agree with what he's saying there, Ricky?
100%. I agree with both the boys. You know, Carl's got to walk, march out straight to the centre, cut across the ring, and like George will be flying all over the show, he's got to step across quick. And Carl has a lovely long left jab, doesn't he? If he steps across quick, puts that jab on him, he's going to be on the ropes around this area, isn't he? Which is where Carl wants him, because you've got to imagine that George is probably going to put a few rounds in the bank early. He's the younger man, the quicker man. But if he does put a few rounds in the bank early, Carl wants him working 3 minutes of every round. So he's got to step across quick, jab, put him on the ropes, put him in the corner near the ropes where he's under pressure.
James, did you get caught with shots that you least expected from George's Groves?
Yeah, it was like the little pot shots. It was like just little backhand, the little jabs.
How did that
I was holding up a tight defence. That's what I was doing. I didn't cut the ring down.
Carl Froch says he's going to knock out Groves because of the weak chin. You couldn't do that.
Yeah, but the time I did in the 9th round, he was all over the place.
So you think Froch
in the fight, 100%. I think he's going to probably be down, but he's going to stop him later on. I think for the first, for the early rounds,
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, Groves is going to be on top. Not on top, just nicking around, and later on he's going to get
the key for success for Groves is definitely the movement, but it's how long he can keep it going. And not only that, he's got to have the mental strength to keep a much stronger man at bay for 12 rounds, and that's the real task that he's got to do. And there's no real signs in his career as yet. He's never been tested. He's never been in that territory. This is why it's a big question mark over George Groves.
I think the big key is George gets off to a good start. If Carl gets him early and nails him, I think, you know, George could crumble. If he gets off to a good start, makes him miss, use the movement, and puts maybe 2 or 3 rounds under the bag, I think George's confidence could grow and he could warm into the fight. You know, and that could be problems for Carl. But if Carl cuts the ring off and gets him early, it could be an early night for Carl.
And not only that, Adam, I think if Carl Froch wins 2 of the first 4 or 5, he'll be more than happy with that deep down.
Yeah.
He'll be more than happy.
Give us your final call, Ricky.
My final call, I think it would either be George on points or Carl by knockout. I think Carl, you know, I see it being... George caused him loads of problems. But I think he might be strong enough to get him just, you know, maybe like the Jermaine Taylor fight.
Froch v Groves, Saturday on Sky Sports Box Office. Order now. Press the green button, see channel 731, or go to skysports.com/Froch Groves.